Since we've been working with Chris, we've been in a pretty big growth spurt, both in terms of size and scope. We were just a staffing firm serving the construction industry. Now we're serving a lot of different industries, doing both staffing and direct placement, and Chris has been a big part of that change.
Chris's special sauce that he brings to the table is really the fundamental understanding about how people on a team work with one another. And not only that, but he also has the tools like the Hogan assessment that can bring all of those different individual idiosyncrasies that we have out to light so each of us can see how the other operates and then communicate with one another better.
We have tried over the years to conduct leadership training internally, and frankly, it just never was overly effective. And so we felt like this time around that we had to get really serious about it. And we came across Open Pivot and Chris Bittinger, and it really all started falling into place.
We're in a staffing and recruiting business, which at its core is service. So we're not building applications, we're not mixing chemicals. Our product is our people. That's where we need to invest our money, is our people. And Chris has been a great investment. We vetted him very hard, and he's performed very well.
I found it's important in leadership to continually read, attend leadership seminars, but those lack the consistent communication that Chris Bittinger brings to the table.
I feel like having someone from the outside has been really helpful and is much more effective because, first of all, they're the experts, but also having someone who's unbiased, doesn't have the baggage that maybe some of us have had, either from this company or from prior employers, and he's able to help us just take a good, fresh look at where we are.
We've learned from working with Chris to be more patient. Chris is a good thinker, and he's going to work through his process and encourage us to do the same.
Chris brought something forward that he called shared fate, and we really kind of grabbed a hold of that here too. And I think that really helped us, that he found ways to help us see that all of us share the same fate here at Indiana Farmers.
I often tell Chris he's like my psychologist. Chris and I meet monthly for breakfast. He helps me boil down each challenge and create a roadmap to my desired outcome. I always leave the breakfast with action items and a commitment back to Chris, keeping me on track.
If you develop leaders in your organization, you have to really be willing to put energy, focus, resources, and expertise into it.
When you develop your team, have a plan. There is no way that you can develop a team, in my opinion, without having some plan in place, because it is a large undertaking. You have to be able to participate in it. There's no way one individual team member can proctor this or facilitate it. It's literally impossible.
I believe you get out what you put in. The great thing about Chris is he'll make sure that you do get something out of his coaching. He holds you accountable. He's going to challenge you. He's not going to let you take the easy way out.
When you invest in strategic planning, you really need to find someone who cares. You need to find someone who's focused on your success and your goals beyond their own client generation statistics or fees collected. And that is absolutely Chris Bittinger and Open Pivot. We would not be where we are today without his guidance.